We'll talk a little bit about love. That's a broad subject, and yet it's very simple. Love is in a person. God is love. That is, if you're a follower of Christ, you know this. You know that God himself is love. Love is actually personified. But in our culture today, and probably thousands of years, ever since Satan had his hands on this system, love has been perverted. It's outlined biblically. Now, look, let me just say this. Let me just clarify this again. There's not many people going to grasp what I say on this channel when I cover these particular topics. I said that from the very beginning because there's not a lot of people like me. Sounds kind of arrogant to say something like that. But Jesus said it himself. The path leading to destruction is very broad. Many are on that path. But it's a narrow gate that few are led on and that actually find it. Okay? So on with my topic of love. Let me just come at it from this angle. Now again, depending on your worldview, okay, your presuppositions regarding love, you're gonna have an apathetic or an indifferent, or you're gonna look at it as something that's very significant. Again, I started out, God is love. Love is personified. There wouldn't be any love unless it came from a mind, a person who could have the ability to do this. You can't love. Love doesn't come from, I'm not going to get on a tangent about evolution. That's where it seems like I'm going to go. Oh, man. Which I hope I don't need to do something like that with people who especially follow this channel. It's outlined in Scripture very specifically what we are to love. Love the Lord thy God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your enemies. Love your neighbor. Husbands, love your wives. And yet, I'm not talking about the world at large. I expect them to be this way. But now you're finding these so-called, again, these Christians talking about they love this and they love that. Now, again, I know that depending on your worldview, which, again, if you're a follower of Christ, your worldview should be a biblical one. Or one that is biblical. Okay? Your worldview should stem from the mind of God and how he views us, our world, and our purpose. Okay? If your worldview comes from your television, then you have been deceived and bamboozled into a lie. Your reality is shot. Therefore, your perspective on love is going to be perverted, twisted. God is love. And yet, you have these so-called Christians loving their car, house, money. I mean, just let it roll off your tongue so as if, oh, I love that. Agape. Greek word for love. Agape. God is love. You want me to say God is love in Greek? Theos, Estin, Agapous. See if that's, I may get that. I may get the form of agape wrong in that one. Let's see. It's possessive. Oh, it may be Agapous. Or Agapous, maybe Theos, Estin, Agapous. Love. Some people say agape. You've heard it said that way. Love. is a person. Yeah, wrap your mind around that. Love is a person. I know that there's attributes of love. So it can be animated through us and into the world. But again, love comes from a person. Love is a person, just like I said. Quit saying you love things that God said don't love, or God never intended for you to love. As a follower of Christ, there's specific things that we are to embrace. And there's also many other things that we are to abhor. Some things are to be an absolute abomination to you and I. God is love. Have a great day. I'll touch you next time.